Johan Sundstein has climbed some of the highest heights in gaming. He and his team have lifted the most valuable trophy in esports not once, but twice.
They are the top team right now.
Everyone else was switching people in and out, but OG were able to stay as a unit.
Add to that countless other individual tournament wins, and the 27-year-old tops the list as the richest esports player ever. So with $7.4 million in prize winnings, what does a gaming-obsessed champion buy? A 17-bedroom gaming complex in Portugal is a good start.
Growing up, I really wanted to revolve my life around games, and now I have this thing dedicated to games, and it's a wonderful thing.
Johan's been a professional for 10 years now, playing Dota 2, a hugely popular multiplayer fantasy battle game. He's known online as Notile, and is originally from Denmark. He moved to Lisbon for the warm weather and bought his house nearly a year ago. But the renovation's been slow going thanks to COVID. He's had to prioritise. Furnishings can wait. High-speed internet and gaming PCs are the real esports essentials.
I've spent 400,000 so far renovating and buying stuff, furniture, material. I'm spending 1.5 on. But I'm also giving myself another 300k to work with, so up to 1.8.
1.8 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It's a good chunk. Yeah.
We join him on a busy weekend of competition. 4 online matches in a tournament with $500,000 at stake. The pandemic's forced all his competitions online, so he's had to adapt. Johan is captain of his 5-man team. The 2 newest recruits are living with him to help with training and competing. Yekenai Zeng from Malaysia and Martin Zazdov from Macedonia. 2 others join online. Topias Tavastainen from Finland, and from France, another of Johan's multi-millionaire, long-time teammates, Sebastian Debs. Well, Johan's team manager has just kicked us out of the game room. The players need complete focus. They don't want any distractions, including cameras and us in the room. So we're watching it next door on a projector. This is the feed that's being pumped all over the world. Hundreds of thousands of people are watching this. Dota 2 is hard to follow. In a flurry of spells and fireballs, we watch as Johan's OG team trounce their opponents.
The tier 4, they just call it. They are done.
Right now, Johan is doing post-match interviews with the casters on the internet. We can go in. So how did it go?
It was good. We won. Yeah, we won. It was an important game for us. By us winning this game, we're very likely heading into some sort of tiebreaker.
Like many esports stars, Johan's video game habits started young.
I had my first Game Boy when I was still doing potty training.
How many hours were you playing when you were sort of 13, 14, when you were really starting to get into it?
I was playing a lot. I was getting home from school and basically playing till night. Up to 12 hours, sometimes more. During weekends it was more. I'd be playing 20 hours if I could.
At the age of 13, 14?
Yeah. My mom was also pulling the plug, and this is when I was getting maybe a bit of pushback because they were worried about my health. And also they started worrying a bit about my future. I struggled a bit with school from 15 to 17, or late 16, and I just quit after that. I never looked back.
Johan's family have followed him to major competitions around the world, but his parents admit they worried about his future at first.
It was his decision, and you have to respect. He's a growing man, so...
What point as a family and as parents did you feel comfortable that Johan had actually a very bright future ahead and he was going to be okay?
I went out, I guess it was around 16, and to have some ice cream to bring back home. And there was this, a friend of him was selling me the ice cream. And he said, do you have any idea how good Johan are in playing games? And he is one of the best gamer in the world. And he said, what?
The tournament that made Johan and his teammates mega rich is Dota 2's The International. It's by far the most lucrative event in esports, with a $34 million prize pool the last time it was held. The Fortnite World Cup, only held once so far, had $30 million. The next 2 events topping the list are League of Legends and Call of Duty. But the pandemic has hit some esports events hard. Physical competitions have been cancelled or held without crowds, whilst others have gone online.
When you go to a big stage and there's a crowd, it's a lot easier to feel that this game really matters. There's a lot of eyes on this game. It's like the blood starts going, the adrenaline is there.
How much intensity is there at the high level of your sport?
there's a huge dark side to this, and it's the mental strength that he can take. And there's also the group aspect to it that amplifies it and can amplify it and make you feel terrible. I get negative myself. I get very sad. Like, sadness is my number one enemy, and he keeps saying hi to me. But the same way, when my team is doing good, I feed off it. I get very, very happy, and it goes the other way to the other extreme.
The mental strain on Johan is something I didn't expect on our visit. Many gamers see him as living the dream.
And if we lose the fight, yeah, we lose the game. But if you win the fight, we win the game.
What they also don't see, though, is the large team around him. Johan's supported by a growing staff that forms his OG brand. There's social media managers, sports psychology trainers, even a full-time chef. Johan and his teammates are looking ahead and hoping for the return of the international this summer. Martin hopes that with Johan leading him, he too can lift the trophy for the first time.
You came second, didn't you, in international before? Yeah. What did it feel like to miss out?
At that point, it was like my first year professionally, so I had this feeling of content, which I don't know, I now kind of hate that I felt it that way. Because this was my first international back then, and I got to the final, I'm like, holy shit, what just happened? You know, I'm playing in the final, and I'm like, if I was playing in the final now, I would feel so much differently. I was like, maybe this is my last chance, I need to try my best, and I have no regrets that day.
Helping and coaching other players is how Johan is hoping to stay in gaming once he retires from competition.
All right, that was a money shot. Did you get that?
At 27, in esports terms, he's old.
Yeah, how long have I got left? I think I got plenty of years left. I used to be young, now I'm the old one. I don't feel old yet at all. It really still feels like I'm 20, and we're just getting started. I may not be the best player in mechanical skill, but damn, I know how to make this work.